Well, after a quick halt in Ambala, Rahul's Kisan Express was back in Parliament on Wednesday. Rahul Gandhi quick to take credit for the Punjab government's procurement plan announcement shortly after his Tatkal trip. What Rahul didn't realize is that he ran into a very fiery Union Minister Harsimrat Kaur Badal of the Akali Dal, who's joining us in about 30 seconds from now, who landed a few quick counter punches to Rahul in the Lok Sabha. His visitor Jaib got a vacation reply as the Union Minister gave it back on the floor of the House. She's joining us in 1 minute. Take a look at this.
जब ओला पड़ा आपकी सरकार ने मदद नहीं की, किसान ने सह लिया, बोनस मिलता था वो खत्म कर दिया।
मैं पूछना चाहूंगी कि जब ओला बाड़ी हो रही थी तो ये कहां पे थे? जब देश भर में किसान ओला बाड़ी और बरसात से जूझ रहा था तब ये कहां पे थे?
प्रधानमंत्री जी का, हम सबके प्रधानमंत्री जी का हिंदुस्तान में टूर लगा है। कुछ दिनों के लिए वो यहाँ आए हैं। पंजाब भी चले जाएं थोड़ी देर के लिए, किसानों से मिल लें, मंडी में बात कर लें, सीधा समझ में आ जाएगा हो क्या रहा है।
और जो ड्रामा अब कई लोग अपने उपवास के बाद वापस आके अपने आप को रेजिडेंट करने के लिए जो ड्रामा खेल रहे हैं वो अमेठी में जाके खेले, पंजाब में नहीं।
आपके प्रधानमंत्री जी का, हम सबके प्रधानमंत्री जी का हिंदुस्तान में टूर लगा है। कुछ दिनों के लिए वो यहाँ आए हैं। पंजाब भी चले जाएं थोड़ी देर के लिए, किसानों से मिल लें, मंडी में बात कर लें, सीधा समझ में आ जाएगा हो क्या रहा है।
मैडम, मैं आपके द्वारा सांसद को बताना चाहूंगी कि पंजाब के प्रोक्योरमेंट के बारे में इन्होंने बोला।
मिनिस्टर, इफ यू वांट,
मैडम, पंजाब के प्रोक्योरमेंट के बारे में इन्होंने चर्चा की है। मैं आज आपके द्वारा सारे सांसद को बताना चाहूंगी कि जब कई लोग मौजूद नहीं थे उस टाइम सरकार किसी वेकेशन पे नहीं काम कर रही थी।
आपके प्रधानमंत्री जी का, हम सबके प्रधानमंत्री जी का हिंदुस्तान में टूर लगा है। कुछ दिनों के लिए वो यहाँ आए हैं। पंजाब भी चले जाएं थोड़ी देर के लिए, किसानों से मिल लें, मंडी में बात कर लें, सीधा समझ में आ जाएगा हो क्या रहा है।
प्रधानमंत्री के तरफ से, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के तरफ से और भारत सरकार के तरफ से हम कहते हैं, किसान का एक एक दाना खरीदा जाएगा, एमएसपी के रेट पर खरीदा जाएगा। सिर्फ एक मंडी के विजिट करने से, जाने से किसान की हालत का, समस्या का निदान होने वाला है।
Tonight on India's most watched news show, debate number 1, who's late for Kisan Express? Debate number 2, is this the reality of Indian politics? Debate number 3, how can marital rape not be suitably applied in India?
You're watching the first news hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
Well, I don't know whether Harsimrat Kaur Badal is aggressive because she is rattled or whether she is aggressive because she wants to be seen to be the person taking on Rahul Gandhi. She joins us on the panel this evening, making headlines for taking on Rahul Gandhi one-on-one. Gaurav Gogoi is fielded by the Congress party to take you on. Harsimrat Kaur Badal, it's going to be an interesting debate. Okay, question 1 to you and Gaurav Gogoi. It's an open debate between both of you, so feel free to come in whenever you want. Harsimrat Kaur Badal, you seem rattled by the new and aggressive Rahul Gandhi, because 10 days into his return as the Congress Vice President, he goes to the Grain Bowl of India. The only response you have to all his allegations is questioning his 70-day absence from public life. Not the suicides of farmers in your state, not the fact that your government's done nothing, not that your record in procurement or your record in compensation is questionable. You're unable to give him straight answers. You punch into him at a personal level. Harsimrat Kaur Badal, are your punches going to deliver or only going to take this debate to the next level? Miss Badal, please, go ahead.
Arnab, unsuited leader whose government has been booted out by the people of India is hardly likely to rattle me or my government. What I do object to is him portraying a wrong picture of the state of Punjab and of my Prime Minister. And that is exactly what I objected to. And a person who has come from a long vacation himself to actually tell a Prime Minister that what is he doing abroad, who has been working and who is accounting for every minute of the work that he has done abroad, being asked by a leader who nobody knows where he has been for the last
again you're making it personal. Again you're making it personal. You're not going to the issue. You're making it personal. Why? No, go to the issue.
What is the?
Go to the issue.
Okay, let's come to the issue.
Let's come to the issue. The issue is.
What was the issue?
Okay, here's the issue.
What is the issue that he raised?
Okay, should I? You want me to answer that? Actually, I'll let the Congress party take that. Gaurav Gogoi. Should you want to go to the issue? Gaurav Gogoi, what's the issue? One sec. Let's hear the counter. Let's hear the counter. Ms. Badal, we have time on both sides. Gaurav Gogoi, she says she's not going personal. She's talking about the issue.
It's very unfortunate, Arnab. Yesterday, Rahul Gandhi visited Punjab, interacted with farmers on his train journey, met with farmers at the mandi, came back today to highlight the issue of farmers, not only in Punjab but across the state, as he has been consistently doing so. He has been consistently talking about the plight of farmers. But instead, we saw the BJP being extra defensive, getting their priorities wrong, making only personal remarks, showing that they show extraordinary speed in clearing legislation like land ordinances, but are dragging their feet when it comes to farmer suicides. So I think it shows that whenever Rahul Gandhi stands up to speak on farmers in the parliament, we always have two cabinet ministers getting rattled and making only personal remarks. This is not a personality-based issue. It's an issue that has been affecting all countries. Currently, there are unseasonal weather.
I think we are talking about
India. The farmers are looking at a poor monsoon ahead. So the government of the day, who came to winning the election promising high MSP, Prime Minister Modi in his election speech in Punjab mentioned,
Gaurav, your record isn't too great. 1 second, Gaurav, your record isn't too great. I think I'm going to let Harsimrat Kaur Badal come in once again. Yes, Ms. Badal.
Yes. So, Arnab, I would like to start off by saying that it's the only people who seem to be getting rattled is the Congress party, whose leadership is not being accepted by the seniors of his own party, is now suddenly having to repackage himself. And I would say that the only people who were rattled was the Congress, who jumped into the well of the House as soon as Rahul finished speaking, without giving an occasion to the concerned ministers or anybody else to give and put facts and figures on the table and then argue it out on the basis of facts and figures. Yes, the mandis of Punjab are full, but the fact of the matter is the figures show that there has been 95% purchase. And they are full because Mr. Rahul Gandhi does not know that there was a delayed monsoon, due to which there was a delayed harvest and a procurement which would take 45 days.
Harsimrat Kaur Badal, you got into wrong facts here. Harsimrat Kaur Badal, you got into wrong facts here.
That is why
you got into wrong facts here. Miss Badal, the fact is that in February this year, now tell me, are you right or are you wrong? Now again, for a second time on the program, you are going after Rahul at a personal level. I want you to get into the issue. My information is that in February this year, your central government was pulled up for not compensating the farmers of Punjab by the Supreme Court of India. So it's nothing short of ironic and ridiculous for you to say that you have compensated farmers to the best of your ability in Punjab. You are aware of the facts. How can you come on the news hour and try to change the facts? How can you try to falsify facts on the news?
What compensation was not given to the farmers of Punjab? For your kind information, wrong facts presented today was that the government
I'm sorry, Miss Harsimrat Kaur Badal.
Whereas the fact of
I'm sorry, Miss Harsimrat Kaur Badal. I'm going to now quote. I'm going to quote.
Cabinet 10 days ago.
Miss
Badal, want to listen,
Miss Badal, hear me.
To listen to my answer.
Miss Badal, hear me. You said which facts?
Your channel, if you just want to.
No, Miss Badal, I want to counter you. The court expressed its displeasure over the centre not coming up to the expectation in providing enough infrastructure for the functioning of tribunals. You know what the court said? The court said you spend 100 crores.
For the functioning of, sorry?
For the functioning of the tribunals. The court was hearing an appeal over the granting of compensation to farmers on land acquisition in cantonment areas of Punjab. This is a case I think you know about. You know what the court said? The court said you spend 100 crore rupees on the Republic Day parade, but when it comes to the payment of compensation for farmers, you file appeals. The court said, India's highest court said, farmers are deprived of reasonable compensation.
From one topic to another.
Ma'am, I'm on the same subject.
Just like the Congress jumping from, we're talking about compensation on the crop today and we're talking about Rahul Gandhi's
Ma'am,
now you want to go to compensation to farmers. Let me tell you, that's the style of compensation that the government of Punjab has for the last 7.5 years has been the most successful anywhere implemented in the entire country. And we are appealing to every state government to adopt that.
Then why
that is why there has been no agitation in the state of Punjab, because any land that has to be acquired, there is a price fixation committee which consists of the farmers,
please, Ms. Badal, come on the issue.
Members and the officials who decide. And over and above the decided, 30% more is given. It's been so popular that there has been no agitation in Punjab. Now you want to discuss that, or would you like to discuss that how procurement is 95% complete in Punjab?
I would like to discuss.
Rahul Gandhi is trying to mislead the nation.
I would like to discuss.
A leader. After coming a 2-month sabbatical, he's trying to now get.
Again, you are on the 2-month sabbatical. Again, you are on the 2-month sabbatical. You're not on the issue.
It's a fact of the matter.
No, you are on the 2-month sabbatical again.
At least he's visiting the farmers himself.
Facing the drought.
At least he's visiting the farmers himself. As a national leader, he's traveling and he's visiting the farmers himself.
Where was Rahul Gandhi?
It is a two-way dialogue that he is having with farmers. It's not a one-way dialogue, madam.
Where the leader was, when the farmers of the country were
dialogue that he is having. He's meeting farmers and listening. It is not a one-way dialogue.
Where was he in the last session?
It's unfortunate that farmers do not get the platform to meet the Prime Minister directly.
He goes
Can the Prime Minister please come to the ground and meet and listen to the farmers directly instead of having a one-way broadcasting platform through a radio talk show? It is not appropriate when farmers are dying that the Prime Minister is trying to sell the land acquisition.
Gaurav Gogoi, let's watch
by an able and capable
Harsimrat Kaur Badal, hear Mr. Gogoi's response. Ms. Badal, one question for you. My question to you, Harsimrat Kaur Badal, is, one last question. Where were you when 75 farmers committed suicide in 2012? Where were you when 98 farmers committed suicide in 2011? Where were you when 80 farmers committed suicide in 2010?
I was very much raising the issues in the parliament and telling this UPA government that their policies of the last couple of
then why are 600 plus farmers committing suicide when you are in power?
If Rahul Gandhi visits
they are committing suicide due to the policies of the Congress government of the last couple of decades. We have been here for 10 months. Give us not 10 days, but give us a term.
Are you rattled, Harsimrat Kaur Badal?
They have got
Are you rattled? Harsimrat Kaur Badal?
Rahul Gandhi capable of rattling anything. Leave alone rattle me.
Okay, Harsimrat Kaur Badal and Gaurav Gogoi, thanks for that. I'm going to go into 1 second. 1 second. We have debate number 2 coming up. 1 minute. Thank you. Thank you for now. I'm coming back.
Tonight on India's most watched news show, debate number 2, is this the reality of Indian politics? Debate number 3, how can marital rape not be suitably applied in India?
Well, I'd like to quickly introduce the panelists on debate number 2. If I can have them on the screen, please. Debating over the plight of farmers and the growing politics over them and the insensitive comments of the Haryana minister who calls those who commit suicide, farmers who commit suicide, criminals and cowards. Chengal Reddy of the Federation of Farmers Associations, Dushyant Chautala, Member of Parliament of the INLD, I hope you can hear me, Medha Patkar, well-known social activist, ex-AAP, Gaurav Gogoi of the Congress Party, very aggressive tonight, Vinit Doshi, spokesperson of the BJP Kisan Mahasabha, and Sardar R.P. Singh, making his debut appearance on the News Hour tonight, as National Secretary of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Here's what's happened. It is the worst treatment the Indian farmer could have expected. Notwithstanding the pittance as compensation, one politician has heaped the biggest insult. While he dared to call the farmers who commit suicide cowards, his colleagues in the assembly haggle for perks when the Kisan is fighting for survival.
कोई भी आत्महत्या करने वाला व्यक्ति अपनी जिम्मेवारी से भाग अपने नादान बच्चों और अबोध सी पत्नी पर अपना बोझ छोड़कर चला जाता है और ऐसे लोग कायर होते हैं.
He had a chance to make amends this morning.
कुछ लोगों ने मोटिवेटेड मर्डर कराया है और कुछ लोग परो आत्महत्या वातावरण बनाने के चक्कर में हैं. मैं इस परो आत्महत्या वातावरण के खिलाफ हूं.
Haryana Agriculture Minister had a rare third chance.
हरियाणा का किसान आत्महत्या नहीं करता है और हरियाणा में आत्महत्या को अच्छा नहीं माना जाता है।
3 failed attempts and an insult that couldn't get worse than this for India's farmers.
खुद किसान इसीलिए आत्महत्या करे जिसके चारों तरफ से रास्ते बंद हो जाते हैं जी। बिल्कुल इसी वजह से ये कदम उठाने पड़ते हैं किसान को जी।
Struggling to save their crop and get a fair price for it was the minister speaking for his government.
मकसद कहने का यही है, कोई भाषा का या शब्दों का थोड़ा अंतर हो सकता है, लेकिन वो उनको भी पीड़ा है।
In a state where farmers are insulted with 750 rupee checks for damage that runs into lakh of rupees, consider this joke. But Haryana MLAs want more for themselves. From laptops to printers, their wish list is long. They wanted their car loan hiked, but feel you can't buy a good car for 20 lakh rupees. And add to that the increase in the home loan cap. And life is great for Haryana's legislators. Just look at this conversation where demands were made to get an idea.
जैसी आवश्यकता इस महंगाई के युग में ध्यान में आती है, ये बहुत साल पहले इस लिमिट को किया गया था लोन का। तो गाड़ी का लोन भी अभी 20 लाख रुपया किया है और मकान के लिए लोन 40 लाख के बजाय 60 लाख किया है।
But spare a thought for our farmers who only seek a helping hand and contrast that to the endless demands of our netas.
ये बहुत ऐसी बात नहीं है। देखिए, हम जनप्रतिनिधियों की मांग जो इस प्रकार की है, नियमबद्ध तरीके से मिलता है, हम इंटरेस्ट देना चाहते हैं, तो उसमें थोड़ा लोन बढ़ जाए तो अच्छा ही रहेगा।
The MLAs and the party ruling party is today not in sync with those people who they are supposed to be ruling.
Agreed that won't end, be it salaries for themselves or perks for their staff. It's the reality of Indian politics that we cannot ignore anymore. Bureau Report, Times Now.
You're watching the second News Hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
Okay, to the BJP representatives RP Singh and Vinit Doshi, has the BJP lost touch with the reality of this country, or is it just the arrogance of power? I mean, your minister says that those who commit suicide are criminals and cowards and we will not stand by them. And on the one hand, that's on one hand. On the other hand, the same Haryana government of the BJP seems to be of the BJP, by the BJP, for the BJP, because you have decided to give all MLAs super luxury cars, one flat each at least, soft loans, laptops, computer operators, some free drivers. And on the other hand, you say these farmers who commit suicide, they are criminals and cowards and we will do nothing for these people. RP Singh, abhi to hame lagta hai that the only अच्छे दिन which is happening is for the BJP politicians and those who are friendly with them. RP Singh, please defend your position, then we take the debate forward.
I'm sorry, Arnab, you are trying to club too many things together.
I'm clubbing two things together.
Let me start with this, that what Mr. Yeah. You are clubbing two things together. Okay, let me say like this. Whereas what has been given to the MLAs has nothing to do with what Mr. Dhankar has said. Because what has been given to MLAs is a loan on interest and they have to pay back that loan with interest.
I'm sorry.
So that's
I'm sorry. It's subsidized loans, and why should no 1 second. One second. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. No, 1 minute. No, is this a time? 1 second. Let's understand the principle. Let's understand the principle. The principle is this. Your government says, and I will open this up. What is your government saying? I'll get Gaurav Gogoi Chengal ready to counter you. Your government is saying that those who kill themselves because they have maybe desperate, they may have lost their land, there may be crop failure, they may have nothing to eat, they and their children may have nothing to eat, they may be driven to absolute desperate poverty. If in these circumstances somebody kills himself, that person is a coward and a criminal. That's one thing you are saying, and we will not help these people. And on the other hand, no, 1 minute. On the other hand, no, Mr. RP Singh, on the other hand, so that you, at an event to distribute free laptops. No money was taken for the laptop. Laptop was free. And printers were given free. One MLA stands, says that, sir, Ajkal in 10 lakhs, what kind of car do you get? 10, 15 lakhs. So they say, no problem. We'll give you 15, 20 lakh car loan. Then somebody says 40 lakhs, you can't get enough of a house. So they say, okay, no problem. We'll make it 60 lakhs. Then one MLA says, but who's going to drive my car? I want a driver. They said, okay, we'll consider that. That somebody says that, thank you for the free laptop, but I don't know how to use a laptop. I need a computer operator separately. The government says, you'll consider the computer operator. Now I'm comparing the two things, Chengal Reddy, because both are happening in Haryana. It's not as if one is happening in Haryana and the other is happening in Tamil Nadu. I want to know, how come you have no money for the family of the farmer who commits suicide? And all the money to help yourself. I just don't understand this. Chengal Reddy, why? Chengal Reddy, why? What does this reflect? Chengal Reddy.
No, it is not question of Haryana alone. The standard of BJP ministers both in center as well as states in dealing with agriculture is extremely very bad. See, in the 11 months of BJP's rule at Delhi, Mr. Modi himself has promised a minimum support price of cost of production plus 50%. He hasn't implemented. MG Narega linking he hasn't implemented, or any promise made in BJP manifesto, none of them are implemented even till today. Secondly, if you look at in the last 11 months, a peculiar thing has happened. Farmers who have never committed suicide, sugar farmers are committing suicide, and wheat farmers are committing suicide, and potato farmers are committing suicides in states where there was no suicides.
No,
like
but
West
ask
Bengal,
Mr. RP Singh. No, Chengal Reddy.
Rajasthan.
Chengal Reddy, as per the BJP's
is doing the whole thing.
No, but as per the BJP minister's definition, all these people are cowards. They are all criminals. I don't know who's the coward and who's the criminal here.
No. Let me tell you, I can only feel sorry for his ignorance. If he has said that farmers who are committing suicides are fools and all that. No, it's very
No, he's not said fools. He said they are criminals and cowards.
What the gentleman must understand, the extreme situation in this country. Look at you, earlier you were always saying that Vidarbha, Andhra Pradesh, Swiss farmers are committing suicide. But the first time it has come into Western UP, it has come to Bihar, it has come to Rajasthan, it has come to Bengal. The whole country is going to be in flames. This is what Mr. Modi must understand. Leave this minister, the minister's knowledge and his capacity, leave it aside. For the past 11 months, Mr. Modi has been going around the world. I think it is a time that he should go around India. Should understand why the farmers are getting more and more distressed and becoming desperate. I think this is the issue which Mr. Modi must immediately look into.
RP Singh.
I mean, I am so sorry about the whole thing.
No, RP Singh, you need to explain. What is it? Is it Lalach?
Chengal Reddy.
Yes, Mr. RP Singh.
Mr. Chengal Reddy, it is a cumulative effect of what you have done in last 60 years, if that's the issue. But as far as Haryana goes and the statement of the minister goes, I'll appreciate Mr. Goswami, please play that statement. He never mentioned farmers in the first go. He simply said committing suicide is a coward act. Oh, no. And that's very...
No, I'm sorry. The whole country is talking about farmer suicide. Gaurav Gogoi, you accept that? Gaurav Gogoi. No, this is what he said.
Why are you...
No, Gaurav Gogoi says you are lying.
You try to put farmer into it.
Sir, Gaurav Gogoi says you are lying. Sir, you're being accused of lying, RP Singh. You're being accused of lying.
Haryana,
the Congress spokesperson is accusing you of lying.
The minister has been playing on all channels throughout the evening. We are not fools. We have seen. It is so frustrating to see the disconnect between the BJP government in the state and the farmers. The farmers of Haryana are now regretting their choice. They regret the fact that they voted the BJP government to power in Haryana. They were misled. They were fooled. They were shown promises of 50% greater compensation, and now they've got the lowest hike in MSP. It is shameful and shocking. And the minister must apologize for his remark.
No, apologize. Mr. RP Singh, how can you say you're being accused of lying tonight? This is the exact statement. And you can tell me whether there's any doubt about it. The minister says suicide is a crime as per the Indian law. Any person who commits suicide passes on the burden to his children and wife. All such people are cowards. And institutions such as the government cannot stand with such cowards. The government cannot stand alongside such cowards and such criminals. Medha Patkar, are you in any doubt who he's talking about? The whole country is talking about farmers' suicides. The BJP spokesman trying to get away on the program by saying that was not a reference to the Kisan. Are you in any doubt who the minister was talking about?
Arnab, can I complete?
Sir, you have
to. Can I complete,
for last
please?
almost 1 year, and even before that, during the election campaign, we have seen that their statements are only to fool the population in this country, but no one can anymore be fooled. He was talking about farmer suicide, and no apologies would work. He must be booked for showing not just insensitivity but callousness towards the farmers who are the feeders for all of us. And when so much of debate is going on, the BJP's minister, in a state which should be proud of its best farming and agriculture, making this statement means that the party has given a go-ahead to all of them, MPs sending to the rural areas to convince the people that in spite of all the wrong deeds and anti-farmer changes in the law that they have been following and the callousness that they are showing, they are for the farmers. This is the fooling betrayal of the voters and cheating the farmers.
So first
and
you call
the
farmers again.
So we, not just the farmers, must feel responsible to make them accountable.
No, first
that is why action must be taken.
No, first RP Singh, first you call the farmers useless. First you call the farmers useless by saying they don't contribute enough to the economy. Then Gadkari comes and says even no God, no government can help the farmers. Then you say farmers help yourself. Then another minister comes and says these farmers who commit suicide, they are criminals and they are cowards. I think your government has a problem with farmers. I think the BJP has begun to think that farmers are unimportant in this country. विनीत दोशी जी, आप जरा हमें बताइए आज कि ऐसा क्यों हो गया है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की
Dhankar never said farmers are cowards.
Well,
you see,
no, he said it.
Dhankar never said
Sir, he said it. Who was he talking about? Who was he talking about?
He is the agriculture minister.
He is the agriculture minister. Who is he talking about? I won't let you get away like that.
Suicide करने वाले लोग कायर होते हैं. उन्होंने ये कहा कि
नहीं, किसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे? Who was he talking about?
वो कृषि मंत्री है. वो किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं?
कृषि मंत्री हैं. किसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे?
आप बताइए, क्या सुसाइड करना एक एक्ट ऑफ ब्रेवरी है क्या?
नहीं, मैंने ये
एक्ट ऑफ ब्रेवरी, इज सुसाइड इज एन एक्ट ऑफ ब्रेवरी.
But do you understand the desperation with which a farmer commits suicide?
So what he said?
No, one second.
Justifying his statement.
I want you.
Are you justifying his statement?
He's justifying his statement. Now he's justifying his statement. First, Mr. Vineet Doshi said he didn't say it, and now he's justifying his statement.
You are not letting me complete. Let me complete. You please let me complete.
Mr. Joshi, please decide first whether you are justifying the statement or denying the statement.
Suicide जो है एक कायरतापूर्ण कार्य है. उन्होंने बोला सुसाइड एक कायरतापूर्ण कार्य है.
आपने कहा, आप देखिए Mr. Joshi, why have you become
people who are committing suicide? There will increase in.
Sir, today, okay.
People will see.
Okay, so here's my question.
Way to get money. आप टीवी चैनल पे जो भी
गौरव गोगोई
मूर्ख नहीं है. वो समझ चुका है कि आज किसानों पे एक लांछन डाला गया है. Government of Punjab made provision for suicide compensation. There was hue and cry that you are encouraging suicide by giving them compensation. This was an issue which was very much debated in the society. So my point is, when minister says कि suicide is an act of cowardice, he is right in saying suicide करना कहाँ bravery का act है. The point is the package given by a government of Haryana is the highest given by any government in the state.
So you realize you are a spokesperson of the BJP Kisan Morcha?
The government of Haryana has given a total package of 2,000 crore. 2,000 crore. So this is the highest ever given by any state.
You know, this whole attitude, the whole this entire attitude, Mr. Chengal Reddy.
Kept into the BJP.
Arnab, can I?
No, Mr. RP Singh. Mr. RP Singh. Mr. RP Singh. No, Mr. RP Singh. 1 second, Mr. RP Singh. Just a minute. Let me get the other side in. Dushyant Chautala joins us. He's from the Indian National Lokdal. He wants to say something. Yes, Mr. Chautala. Go ahead, Mr. Chautala. You wanted to add to the debate? Go ahead.
Arnab, as I heard the statement of Om Prakash Dhankar, and he said it's a cowardly act. Average income of a farmer per month is about 3,100 rupees. And how, after this crisis, when there is a hailstorm, the crops are damaged, how will...
Sir, let him complete, sir, let him complete. Yeah,
Mr. Dhankad is the agriculture minister of the state.
But he's misquoting. He never
Mr.
said
Dhankad, while saying this, that is a cowardly act. He related to 27 people who have died in the state.
The reference was clearly to farmers. Who was he talking about, Mr. Joshi? I don't understand. Mr. Joshi, who was he talking about?
Who was he talking about? Trying to understand. If government stands by people are committing suicide, it means they are encouraging suicide in the state.
Mr. Joshi,
we can't openly
Mr. Joshi, you called. First of all, tell me one thing. Did your
the package offered by government of Haryana is the largest ever offered by
Mr. Joshi, now, Mr. Joshi.
This season we have
Mr. Joshi,
given a package of 2,000 crores to the farmers.
Mr. Joshi, you want to say a package can save a farmer from suicide? They can survive his family.
Feed the nation. It is deeply unfortunate and regretful that he is being called a coward today, and his statement is only being perpetrated by the BJP spokesperson. It's a disgrace for the party.
I think RP Singh, we are getting very strong reactions, by the way, to this comment. My hashtag tonight is MLAs want more. One second. My hashtag tonight is MLAs want more. I think it is not too much to expect a television apology from the BJP spokesperson. Mr. RP Singh, my second question to you is, today your minister called farmers who commit suicide cowards and criminals. No, Mr. RP Singh, allow me to share a fact with you, please. No, Mr. RP Singh, let me share a fact with you. Wheat in 2.4 lakh acres in Haryana.
That will help you to...
Sir, no, I understand. I don't need your help. 1 second. Wheat in 2.4 lakh acres in Haryana suffered 100% loss. I want to ask you tonight, a person suffers 100% loss of his wheat crop. His family has nothing to eat. He will have to give up his house. He is deep in debt. He won't even find work as a daily wage agricultural laborer. That person in that situation commits suicide. And you expect us to have some discussion on whether it is good or bad to commit suicide. I want to ask you, what is your responsibility? You're running the government. People are committing suicide. My question to you is, now you tell them they are criminals and they are cowards. Why? Because it does not fit your definition of Achhe Din. But you want Achhe Din for your MLAs. So the MLAs, we should buy a luxury car, buy a new apartment, get a laptop, get a new assistant, get an assistant to run their laptop, and maybe have a driver paid for by the taxpayer to drive their SUVs. I am asking you, Mr. Today everybody across the country is asking you, what has happened to you, Mr. RP Singh? अगर MLAs की लालच है तो समझ सकते हैं, मगर सरकार का घमंड इतना बढ़ कैसे गया कि आप कह रहे हैं कि जो फार्मर मर चुका है, मारा, अपने आप को मारने के सिवाय कोई उपाय नहीं रहा है, वो कावर्ड है, वो क्रिमिनल है. आज लोग देख रहे हैं. आरपी सिंह जी, आप इस स्टेटमेंट को जस्टिफाई कैसे करेंगे, मैं जानना चाहता हूं आपसे. आप कोशिश कीजिए, मैं जानना चाहता हूं ये घमंड कहां से आई है, बताइए मुझे.
पहली बात तो कई घमंड है नहीं, and your this complete thing is being taken out of context.
What is taken out of context?
Very bluntly and very frankly to you. And
what have I taken out of context? Okay, Chengal Reddy and Gaurav Gogoi will respond, but tell me what I've taken out of context.
Yes, allow me, please allow me to complete first. He simply said that people who commit suicide are...
Chengal Reddy, please, I said.
It has been taken in context of farmers. I am on your channel saying, I am apologizing if it's been taken in context of farmers, but he never said in context of farmers.
Of course he said it in the context of farmers. Don't add a if and a but. Medha Patkar, he says not said in the context of farmers. Then tell me the context he was speaking in. Tell me the context he was speaking in.
I'm apologizing for that.
No, tell me the context he was speaking in.
He was saying in general context that...
What general context? An agriculture minister talks in general context?
They are brave people.
Said was, हमारी जवानों की धरती है, यहाँ किसान
he's a minister too.
Busy passing emergency laws on land acquisition and not using this time when the entire country and every newspaper channel, every newspaper is talking about farmers' suicides and farmers' crisis. This is the time for the government of the day to stand and work in the favor of the people. But it's only concerned about passing emergency laws like legislation, land acquisition. The emergency is not land acquisition. The emergency is farmers' suicide. Pass an emergency law on farmers' suicide. We will help you.
Sir, what you're not liking, RP Singh, is the scrutiny. I'm coming to Chengal Reddy. Sir, no, Mr. RP Singh. No, Mr. RP Singh.
12,000 per acre for wheat, 10,000 for the mustard field, and 0% interest on loan crop.
What? You are going to read some figures and impress us? You are going to read some figures, government data. Somebody from the Haryana government has sent you during the program, and you are going to impress us? Tell me.
Just ask him who has provided the checks yet. The government of Haryana had to provide checks by the 19th of this month. It's been the 29th.
Mr. RP Singh, Mr. RP Singh, I'm letting Chengal Reddy come in.
Please allow us.
There's a process, and by 15 May, the complete disbursement will be done.
Really? And what were you waiting for? And in the process, your government also gives SUV luxury cars to your MLAs. My problem is with your attitude.
Not today.
My problem is with your attitude.
Now you are adding two. You are adding two together.
No, I am adding two and two together. Yes, I am adding. I admit.
Your channel.
No, I am.
If it is in context of farmers, I am apologizing.
I am. No, first of all, let there be no doubt that it was in the context of farmers. And let there be no doubt, I put this question, I am going to open up the phone lines on this. I find something terrible in a state where 70, you want to show me figures, tonight, RP Singh, let me share figures with you. 75%, one second.
Sympathetic towards
one second. Mr. Joshi, please don't interrupt.
And they are
Mr. Joshi, I said please don't interrupt on this. 75% of the mustard crop has been destroyed. 49,550 acres of the mustard crop spread over 2.13 lakh hectares has been destroyed. Your monsoon is 56% deficient. 50 cases of farmer suicide or cardiac arrest have been reported of late. What I find a problem with, and I share this with the viewers, maybe you think you're right. I'm asking you tonight, at this point of time, the Haryana government cannot be giving 20 lakh rupees to any MLA to buy a luxury car. There is something distasteful and unacceptable and inhuman and insensitive about it.
Farmers.
Yes. It's an insult to the farmers. And then when you know the pressure is on you, you turn around and say, those criminals, those cowards who kill themselves. Chengal Reddy wants to come into the debate. Chengal Reddy, conditional apology from the BJP spokesperson. Is it acceptable?
Mr. Arnab.
Yeah.
First, Mr. Arnab, please hear for a second, 2 minutes. Firstly, the politicians must learn to apologize when there is a mistake. My first suggestion to our Congress representative herein is that your great young leader has to first apologize as to why for 8 years he did not implement Swaminathan committee report, which is responsible for the suicides of it today. He should touch farmers' feet and then apologize.
Yeah.
That's the first thing this great your Congress leader should do. And secondly, this BJP representatives who have come, please learn to accept, yes, bhai kuch galat hua. Yes, you say it's a mistake. See, maybe whatever the context is, you see, the minister has no business to talk like that, because the extreme distress situations of a farmer committing suicide is unimaginable, and don't try to politicalize it. And lastly, I must tell you, gentlemen, you BJP party must look into your own where you have failed in the last 11 months. We are getting extremely distressed. Farmers are not happy with you. I told you in the beginning itself, let Mr. Modi stop going around, let him start going inside the country so that he will try to find solutions to farmers' problems and solve. I mean, this is not going to, please BJP gentlemen, please learn to understand the way we have treated the Congress party. I only wish this young fellow could have stayed for 3 more years away and come, not overnight and then trying to say that Congress is a great savior of farmers. It's all nonsense. We don't believe this chap. He knows absolutely nothing, next to nothing. His mother, his prime minister, and his party has ruined us.
Why?
The biggest betrayers of farmers in the country. All these congressmen. Not anybody else.
Gaurav Gogoi responding to Chengal Reddy.
Since 2004, you have destroyed us, you have killed us, you have massacred us. Now this BJP has come, we have given you a chance. Remember, we have given you a chance. It's already 11 months. Time is running out. Please remember, we will not, you will not like Congress will not tolerate you for 10 years. Your time will be very short. Farmers are going
the
to
Congress spokesperson wants to respond.
Please remember that.
The Congress spokesperson, the Congress spokesperson wants to respond.
This chap is of no use to
No, the Congress.
We have no confidence either in his Rahul Gandhi or his mother or his party.
One sec, Chengal Reddy, you made your point.
Contempt for this
Chengal Reddy, you made your point. Now my question is, one second, Chengal Reddy, I got your point. Don't make a speech. 1 second. Chengal Reddy, you're getting into speech mode. You're getting into speech mode. My only question tonight, if you're watching this is, and the hashtag is MLAs want more. Who is the real criminal? I'm asking you tonight. The farmer who's been driven to death because of unseasonal rains that have destroyed his only source of income, or the MLA who has mocked the plight of those in distress by awarding themselves a hike in goodies at your and my and the exchequer's expense? RP Singh, answer us tonight. Who is the criminal? A government that refuses to shell enough money to compensate farmers but is more than willing to shell out crores of rupees on keeping MLAs happy with new apartments and new cars. Who is the real criminal? RP Singh, conditional apology will not do.
No, Mr. Goswami, before that, may I respond?
Okay, Gaurav Gogoi wants to respond, but before that, I ask a question to RP Singh, then you can respond. The debate is... Yes, RP Singh.
2,000 crore has been disbursed in Haryana.
Don't keep repeating that 2,000 crores number. So it's utterly insensitive for you to do that.
Allow me to complete further. And our Prime Minister Modi ji has categorically said that Kisan is an asset for the nation.
It doesn't matter what you say in your speeches.
In that context, we are categorically saying,
it doesn't matter. Answer my question. Answer my question. What is my question? Was that my question? My question to you is, 1 second. My question is, and I want you to answer the question. Don't give me a speech, Mr. RP Singh. Please answer my question. And this is my question tonight to the BJP spokesperson. I am asking him on your behalf, who is the criminal? A state government that is forced to take money from the center to take care of its farmers, to compensate farmers, but is not disclosing how much of this money costs the exchequer or a farmer who's reeling under crop damage or debt. Who is the criminal, RP Singh? Tell me tonight. A farmer who is, according to your government, committing a crime by ending his life neck deep in burden, when Haryana has received 56% less rainfall, or the Neta who wants a higher personal car, a bigger home loan allowance so that they can commute and reside in style, live the life of luxury when the state is broken due to agrarian distress. RP Singh, we want to know from you tonight who the criminal is. If I give you a choice between the farmer who has committed suicide and the Neta, who is the criminal?
If the state doesn't reach out to the farmer, if they don't disburse the amount due to the farmer, if it doesn't take care of the farmer, if they don't waive off the loan, if they don't waive off the interest, if they don't defer the loan, if they don't waive the electricity bill, then state is criminal. If they're not doing all this, what I'm saying.
Let me tell you then, in that case, let me share something with you. What is it but utter criminality that at a time when your government's official spokesperson defended the handing out of compensation checks for as little as 200 rupees to farmers for crops damage? You tell me tonight, RP Singh, if you were a farmer and your crop was damaged, what would you do with 200 rupees? And on the other hand, you'll give 20 lakh rupees to the MLA to buy a luxury car. Explain this to me, RP Singh. Maybe you are more experienced in matters of governance than anyone on the program. Explain to me, 200 rupees for the farmer, 20 lakh rupees for the MLA. I don't understand this. You tell me what kind of logic, what kind of governance, what kind of politics, what kind of sensitivity is this?
Arnab.
Yes, I am hearing you, sir.
It is not 200 rupees, it's 12,000 rupees per acre.
I'm sorry. The Haryana government has distributed compensation checks.
Allow me to complete.
One second. Please, Dushyant Chautala taking you on. Dushyant Chautala. And the hashtag tonight is MLAs want more. I'm asking who's the criminal here. 1 second. Dushyant Chautala, please. Yes, Dushyant Chautala.
Arnab on 20.
What is your take on Mr. Dushyant Chautala? Listen to him also. This is the highest ever compensation given, and we are prepared to go. We are prepared to go further.
Don't tell me what you're prepared to go for. Tell me today.
It's already been a month's time when your government announced. It's already been a month's time when Modi ji announced that they're going to pay 150%. They're going to get it down to 33%. Why is your government not being serious about the farmers?
I am very clear on where I stand.
Farmers today, think about their families.
No,
also.
I'm very clear on where I stand on this subject today. And Medha Patkar, I think that the least this government in Haryana should do is to announce tonight, and the BJP, Mr. Modi, the government should intervene at the highest level to tell these MLAs, no more freebies for you. No more big car loans, home loans, apartment loans, which you may or may not pay back. This policy has to stop. In fact, there should be a state of austerity within all state governments and the central government at a time when the farmer is going through such distress. Is that something worthwhile to demand, Medha Patkar?
Yes. If there is no sensitivity to mourn about the farmers committing suicide, 6 every 3 hours and 200 trying to commit suicide every 3 hours, then they should at least apologize. But beyond that, they must say that now onwards there would be no disparity between the Raja and the Praja.
Exactly.
At least when this kind of calamity has struck the country. And just as they run to Nepal, which is a must, but then they boast of their charity, here it is not a question of charity. It is not a natural calamity. It is an economic conspiracy against the farmers and those who live with nature and feed us. So that must be resolved by taking certain economic decisions. I think, Arnab, we are discussing the incidents and statements and giving so much time. I would really appeal to you also to have one conclusive debate, call all political parties, and we the movements are also the real parties with cadre, program and ideology. So let us all put forth our perspective on agriculture and our perspective on the space, economic, social and political, that the farming community, not just the landowners but laborers, deserve in this country amidst the corporatization and liberalization policies of the country. And that would take this debate further. So that they
I want an announcement tonight. Medha Patkar, but Medha Patkar, I believe.
Support Medha Patkar's statement.
Yes.
There must be a special parliament session to discuss farmers' issues.
Sir, let me tell you, the only special parliament session that the BJP is talking about is a joint sitting of parliament to pass the land bill.
Gaurav Gogoi announced nothing at the end of it.
Parliament session. Let it be on time now.
Not this 1 hour or half an hour, so gentlemen. You should have a detailed discussion, have an agenda, have discussion, build consensus. You people have common consensus in increasing your salaries, increasing the salary of government employees. You have common foreign policies, but you have no common agriculture farmers agenda. What are you talking about, political people? You are all trying to divide farmers for your personal benefit. Stop this, and develop consensus on farmers' issues. Be it Congress, be it BJP or any other party.
Now
you prepare an analysis.
You have
Please
the mandate,
prepare a consensus and then pass them so that everybody can implement them.
You have won on the votes of farmers, yet you have neglected them. It is unfortunate. You won the vote of farmers of Haryana and today you're calling them cowards.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm going to take a first phone call. Ravi is calling from Chennai. He's a consultant. I think at this stage of the debate, I have a simple proposal. I have a proposal. At this stage of the debate, I have a proposal. Let the BJP announce on the program tonight that 20 lakh rupees for cars, 60 lakh extra for apartments, free laptops, printers, demands for operators and drivers will all be rejected. And that money which is saved will go to support the farmers.
Citizen must condemn this.
You know, and that money, Medha Patkar, which is saved, will be taken to support the families of the farmers who you dare to call cowards and criminals tonight. Do you support that, Medha Patkar? Do you support that, Chengal Reddy? That money which is saved from the luxurious freebies of politicians.
Mr. Arnab, I would say it is high time that you freeze the salaries of these government employees, these politicians for next 10 years. Let them be like ordinary people in this country. They have been, look at a government employee, the facilities, the salaries, the perquisitions given to MLAs, MPs,
if you two,
public sector, I mean,
if you two,
let there be a freeze. You need to bring economic equity. Mr. Arnab, Today we
Chengal
farmers
Reddy.
demand economic equity on par with other organizations.
Chengal Reddy, Chengal Reddy, I'm trying to build a consensus.
We want retirement benefits.
I want a broader. No, Chengal Reddy, Chengal Reddy, Mr. Reddy,
demanding.
Mr. Reddy, let me go to my caller. I just want to say one thing. I'm trying to build a consensus on the program tonight. And through the viewer, if I may just have a word in, through the viewer, because I do believe in the power of the Indian citizen, I want consensus to be built to a point. I want a national freeze. I want a national freeze on all freebies for politicians, all SOPs for politicians, all pay hikes for politicians, all loans for politicians, all big houses for politicians. I want a hike on that because that goes from taxpayer money and that should be indefinite till the farmers' situation does not improve. I'm actually asking for that tonight, and RP Singh, I'm asking for more than a conditional apology from you tonight. Ravi from Chennai is calling. Sorry to keep you on the hold. Mr. Ravi, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Ravi. Good evening. If you have a viewer.
Good evening, Arnab.
Yes, good evening.
First, I like to give an opportunity. Thanks for giving me opportunity. I was trying in a lot of debates. I am very fan of your this
Thank
one.
you, sir.
First of all, I should say shameful to Mr. Gogoi of Congress and other BJP. They are not fit for any politics of any politician. The reason I will ask only one question for the Joshi. Joshi was telling in one of this one saying he was having a 200,000 or something crores, which has been allocated.
2,000 crores. Yeah, 2,000 crores.
2,000 crores. I like to ask only one question to Mr. Joshi.
Yeah.
Out of this 2,000 crores, many of the farmers also of MLAs having acres of land. First, they will take the money to that. Then they will forward it to the lower level. I like to find out how many acres of land Joshi and other MLAs or politicians holding. And now VVIP culture, how many MLAs have made a suicide? Number 2. Number 3, how many MLAs have rejected the car and other laptop, the driver, car, etc., etc. Anyone, whenever I am seeing so many messages, I am seeing so many debates, I find none of the company says, I am not interested to take this facilities.
No, they don't say that.
Government. But they say, let the BJP run the, the ordinance bill or something, we will support. Even
I think Mr. Ravi, I think Mr. RP Singh wants to respond to you. I saw him raise his hand. Would you like to hear his reply? RP Singh of the BJP, go ahead. To Ravi from Chennai.
Mr. Ravi, for your information, I was an ML in Delhi Assembly, and I turned down all such loans, including free laptops.
Proves and all. Nothing.
Just point aside.
How many people took it?
Again saying.
How many people took it? Which means this was happening in Delhi as well.
That's a matter of record. How many people took it? That need to check.
No, is this a time? No, is this a time? You tell me, RP Singh, 1 minute. RP Singh, a state in which agriculture is a driver. No, RP Singh.
To how many acres is going?
RP Singh, is this a time for politicians to be distributing luxury goods and items and money among themselves? Isn't it shameful? So what if you came to power? You came to serve the people. You didn't come to power to gift yourself luxury items. I mean, what is this? आप तो कहते थे अच्छे दिन आएंगे. ये तो अच्छे दिन सिर्फ आपके आ रहे हैं. अच्छे दिन तो सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी और उनके लीडरों के आ रहे हैं. Tell me tomorrow. Let me ask you, RP Singh. I also have a question for you. If there was an election tomorrow, if someone were to tell you, 3 months from now there's a general election in India, okay? Would you be doing all this that you're doing? Or because you think elections are 4 years away, it doesn't matter? If there was an election 3 months from now, Mr. RP Singh, would you
be distributing freebies to the voters?
Then yes, exactly.
Before election, they distribute to the voters, and so then post-election, they distribute to the corporates.
RP Singh, understand tonight. People have seen through the game. OT Sadanand is calling from Hyderabad. He's an airline employee. Mr. Sadanand, good evening. Good evening, sir.
Sir, good evening, Arnab.
Good evening. Nice to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. My question to RP Singh, sir.
Yes.
The so-called MLA represent the constituency and are elected by the people's mandate.
Yeah.
I feel that these MLAs or ministers to call the voters of that constituency or the farmers or the voters of the country as a criminal and coward. But I feel that a rule should be passed in the constitution saying that whosoever use this unconstitutional word should be ripped off their MLA, the ministry, so that once it so happens, by a lenient apology and all will not do. Sorry doesn't make a dead man alive.
I agree with you.
It is an insult to our nation.
I agree with you. I mean, I think that statement is well accepted.
Constitution, a rule should be framed stating that.
Why don't you sack this minister? It's going to be a nice gesture, RP Singh. Why don't you call your BJP leaders and say, just remove him?
That's the punishment.
Remove him. That's the only punishment he deserves. RP Singh, why are you
He
quiet?
doesn't deserve the agriculture ministry at least.
Not one response from you, RP Singh. Can't you hear me? दो जोशी जी आप उनके इस्तीफे का डिमांड कीजिए.
Arnav, I like to tell you, the government responded to the problems of the farmers. And they have given a package of 2,000 crores.
Again you are going on about the 2,000 crores.
Package given by any of
Sir, this is again going about 2,000 crores. I have one more call. Gaurav Gogoi, can we get a response from you to the 2,000 crore argument? Gaurav Gogoi. Gaurav Gogoi on the 2,000 crore argument.
Arnav, this is only a sign that the BJP is continuing to only give out more figures, more rhetoric, more elections.
One sec, Gaurav Gogoi, please.
The time for election is over. The time for showing dreams is over. The entire country has realized that your slogans of Achhe Din and Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas was the biggest marketing gimmick in the history of Indian elections. People have seen you. You are now exposed, and now is the time for you to act. You think because you have won this entire election that now you don't have to do anything. You will only sit back and enjoy the fruits of power.
No,
you will wait till 5 years. You want the opposition to stay quiet.
Gaurav, I would like to, Gaurav Gogoi, I'd like to point out something to you. Gaurav Gogoi, I'd like to point out something to you.
Wait till the next election.
Gaurav, I'd like to point out something to you. One sec.
What was the fruit of power was allocating free coal fields to people as per your convenience. What is the fruit of power? We are here, we are serving the nation, not enjoying the fruit of power.
5 rupees checks.
Yes, you won the election, now do something. Time for election speeches and rhetoric is over. Actions speak louder than words. Show your commitment. Do not be in such an emergency to take the land of farmers when they are committing suicide. What kind of insensitive attitude are you showing today?
Go ahead, RP Singh. I thought you were replying.
I think we must stop this kind of...
No.
Okay. Now on taking the land of the farmer...
2,000 crore rupee package. And you're not talking about the package. Congress has given the highest MSP. Congress gave the biggest loan waiver. Congress gave a lot of help to farmers. Yet farmers did not vote for Congress.
I just want to come and call.
Now farmers voted for you.
People have given
Yet you're giving low MSP.
Gaurav, I have a simple question for you. Gaurav, simple question for you. Gaurav Gogoi, simple question for you. You can answer with a yes or no. Do you feel that this minister should quit and the BJP should remove him?
It is for the BJP to decide if they have
Okay, so now you can tell me what the Congress will decide. There is a Haryana MLA from Hasanpur, Congress party MLA called Uday Bhan. By the way, I didn't want to reveal this so far, but I am now going to share this with you because you are taking a very high moral ground. He is the person who started the demand for 20 lakh rupees for cars. He is also the person who started the demand for 60 lakh rupees for apartments. Right? At a time when farmers of the state are battling every day. 1 second, sir. I don't understand this. No, Gaurav, explain. Allow me to complete. Allow me to complete. No, allow me to complete. Allow me to complete, Gaurav.
I agree with you.
Allow me to complete, Gaurav. It's interesting. You see, Rahul Gandhi wants the cameras on him when he gets in a t-shirt, goes into a general class compartment, says, "मैं पंजाब के किसानों को help करने आया हूँ." Right? And then he comes back immediately in parliament and talks about it. 1 second, Rahul. 1 second, Gaurav, please. Moment I mentioned Rahul Gandhi, all the Congress leaders become very impatient.
No, go ahead.
On the one hand, Rahul Gandhi says, I want to help the people, I want to help the farmers. Right? On the other hand, your MLAs are busy taking money which is supposed to be given to farmers to buy luxury cars and buy new apartments for themselves. Congress MLAs. So what is this if not absolute and total hypocrisy?
Can I answer?
Yes, of course you can. You don't have to take my permission after a question. Go ahead.
Who brought the land acquisition?
No, I don't want to. No. What's it? I'm not. Now answer my question. No, you're not answering my question. You're not answering my question.
Highest MSP? Congress.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No. Gaurav, all politicians are the same. Gaurav, all politicians.
Who's in power in Haryana? BJP.
No, one second. Gaurav Gogoi, I want to tell you. I want to tell you.
Who has the power and authority to make a change?
Okay, Gaurav.
Who got voted by farmers? BJP.
Gaurav. Mr. Joshi, can I please? Mr. Joshi, 1 minute. I want to share a bit of interesting information. Gaurav will like that information. Gaurav, I think you agree with me that giving 200 rupees as compensation check to a farmer is ridiculous, amounts to insulting him. In fact, these are the circumstances that make a farmer feel there is no government on this side. Can I tell you what kind of checks your government gave? You had a government, Huda government, right? Huda government, what was it specializing in? Huda government specialized in helping Robert Vadra grab land. Huda government helped Robert Vadra grab land and hence kept the Gandhi family happy. You know what the other thing the Huda government did?
Are we talking about agriculture?
No, I'm talking about farmers. I'm talking about farmers, and now I'll tell you why. On the one hand, while helping Robert Vadra grab land, the Huda government gave compensation checks of 2 rupees.
So
the Huda government gave compensation checks of 3 rupees. The Huda government gave compensation checks of 4 rupees. The Huda government, when farmers lost their crops, which is the point, which is why Meda Patkar, I'm coming to the point. All political parties have cheated the farmer till now. All political parties have taken money away from the farmer and taken it for themselves. Yes.
No, Arnab.
No, 1 second. Mr. Gogoi. Mr. Gogoi. No, 1 second. Meda Patkar, please. All MLAs want more.
They voted BJP in. Now,
don't pretend to be.
BJP is not even being able to match what Congress.
It's not a BJP Congress thing. You're all the same.
They've been voted to power.
Your MLA wants.
Yet they are giving lower MSP.
Okay, so why don't you? Okay, as a symbolic,
you should do more than what we have done before.
As a symbolic gesture, why don't you sack this MLA from the... Why doesn't Rahul Gandhi? And I'm asking this question to all the viewers tonight. If Rahul Gandhi is sincere, then Mr. Rahul Gandhi, we are asking you tonight to sack Uday Bhan. And I'll do a story on this tomorrow. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you should sack Uday Bhan for demanding more money for luxury cars and apartments if you are sincere. Or you are just doing politics over it. Thompson is calling from Coimbatore. He's a manager. Mr. Thompson, good evening.
The Land Acquisition Act.
Don't tell me about the land acquisition. People have seen through this.
Is seen in action.
Mr. Thompson, please. Mr. Thompson.
In higher MSP.
Gaurav, 1 second. 1 second. Mr. Thompson, please.
Yeah, good evening, Arnab.
Mr. Thompson, please.
Good evening. I have a question to the complete BJP.
Gaurav, listen, I have a caller on the line. 1 second. Mr. Thompson, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question for the entire BJP representative. I mean, a couple of them sitting there. Very straight question to Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, why need to come to the power? To rule or to serve? To rule or to serve? Very honest question. Answer I need from you. And secondly, are we living in a country that has been redeemed by a man by name Gandhi, who even gave up his basic right of covering himself?
Well said.
Are we living in that country? What is that? That kind of a leadership? I mean, we look for that kind of a leadership, sir. And Mr. Singh, I mean no disrespect to you. Is that just a straight question? I tell you what. Last month I paid my tax. The month of April. I leave my family 300 kilometers away, come here, work and pay my tax. I know how it hurts. And you know what? There's only one small this thing I have is it goes to the army. Other than that, I have nothing, sir. When I see these politicians and look at the statement that has been made, sir, Mr. Singh, I just want to ask one straight question to you. If it were for you, if you can take this back, do you have the guts to say, I take back what that minister has said with no justification? Would you, sir?
He wants an unconditional apology. We all want an unconditional apology. We want action against the minister. We want those people who took those cars and apartments, we want them thrown out. We want to teach a lesson. Meda Patkar, yes. But will we get it? Mr. R.P. Singh, the question very direct from Coimbatore at you. Yes, Medha Patkar
cannot be.
Yeah. Yes, Ms. Patkar.
I think the MLA cannot be sacked unless he has to leave the party's membership, but the minister can certainly be sacked. And there is a need for a code of conduct that emerges from this debate, Arnab, for every political party to follow, and electoral reforms on the issue of what are the benefits that the elected representatives deserve and what are those that they don't deserve. And here is the opportunity for the parties to come out with it, and also to come out with a white paper on the agriculture vis-a-vis the economics of
Mr. R.P. Singh, the viewer demanded an answer. I'm short of time. The viewer demanded an answer, Medha Patkar. But Medha Patkar, the viewer is not getting an answer from R.P. Singh tonight. Not one word. All they want is an unconditional apology. 30 seconds are on the debate. You will lose nothing. You will lose nothing but perhaps your ego if you put out an unconditional apology. Put out an unconditional apology on behalf of your party right now on the news hour, Mr. Singh.
R.P. Singh, Mr. Modi and his party must answer.
Not one word, Mr. R.P.
I'm saying it on your channel. If
or no,
I'm saying
don't start with an if. No
channel,
statement that starts with an if.
In the context of farmer, I'm apologizing on your channel because but asking people to commit suicide is
Nobody
wrong.
has asked anybody to commit suicide. It's absurd for you to say that.
Asking people to commit suicide.
Nobody has asked anybody to commit suicide. That's not even a question worth discussing.
Or not even farmer.
That's not even an issue worth discussing.
Not even farmer to commit suicide. And yes, but if it is being taken in context of farmer, I am saying I'm apologizing on behalf.
First of all, there are no ifs and buts about it.
It was not in context of farmer.
No, there are no ifs and buts about it. He made it in the context of farmers. And secondly, you must think about the circumstances that drive that farmer to suicide.
People in Haryana don't commit suicide.
Mr. R.P. Singh, don't make generalizations like that. You haven't been in that position of desperation, so you can't speak for somebody
I just want to
I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1. MLAs want more is our hashtag. Let's see what the BJP does. Thank you for joining me on debate number 1. Debate number 2 coming up on the other side on another absurdity, again from the government.
Tonight on India's most watched news show. Debate number 3. How can marital rape not be suitably applied in India?
The News Hour with Arnab Goswami will be right back after the break.